Hello, everyone, and welcome to our third episode of Beyond the Craft. Today, we're going to have a conversation with Eva Radulova. So, Eva, she's a ceramic designer maker who works with porcelain, and I'm going to ask her to join me now. Let me find out. Here we go. Great. So thank you for joining, guys.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Eva. How are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
Great, very good. The weather is there with us, so pretty good after
Today,
2 weeks.
well, yes, today it's really, really good to be here in London.
Excited,
It's
yeah.
been on and off for the last few days, but now it's good.
I
And
know.
also, it's good for me because I've got the light now.
Brilliant. So thank you for your time.
Oh, it's a pleasure, really. It's a pleasure to be with you live on Instagram.
Thank you so much. So I want to talk about you, about your career, about your story, and I want you to know a little bit more about your background, how you came about, you know, to do what you do. So we have actually, I can show. I mean, you can show if you want behind a bit the idea of what you do, Eva.
Yeah.
And so,
I'm going to be pulling out things as we go because I just put a small set of the things that I currently do.
yeah.
So how it all came about, to be honest, I've been doing and creating things since really very young. I've been painting since I remember like I was 6. Always had the watercolors. And I've always been I've always been drawing, painting, making stuff. I grew up around a grandmother who was knitting. My grandfather, he was sewing all the time. So somehow I feel like I inherited all
Yeah.
this. And then I start taking painting and drawing classes, and it happened to be that my mom, she has two of her classmates from primary school to go to ceramic school, applied art school. They specialized in ceramics, but then you learn everything along with drawing, painting, art history, and so on and so forth. So this is how I just started this school to get this general education in applied arts. And then I've been working for someone else, and then I decided that I have to do my BA and then my master degree, and then now I'm here in London doing what I do.
Okay, so I came to visit you to your studio last end of summer. I'm not even sure actually. So you live in London.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do live in London.
So and you work in London. So what attracted you to come to London? So yeah, you're from Bulgaria.
Yes, I'm Bulgarian. Yes, I'm Bulgarian, and I've got most of my education in Bulgaria. But then I came to Stoke in 2013 to do a master degree because the education in Bulgaria is brilliant, but it's just more art orientated. And then I really wanted to do design. So one of the best degree in Europe you can get is actually up in Stoke. They have huge history with the ceramic industry. So I got there, got my degree, and actually, what drew me back, what drew me down to London is the cultural diversity.
Yes.
This is what I was talking with someone else the other day. So I don't even have to travel, but then I meet people from all around the world. Take for example food. I mean, you just go to a high street and you get food from around the world. This is so brilliant. But also, London it's one of the alpha cities in the world. So here you have much more opportunities, and here is somewhere you can grow, you can expand, you can do whatever you want to do, really.
Does he impact a lot of your creations into your design? Is it something, living in London, does it help you grow as an artist?
It does, actually. It does, because it broadens your mind. Broadens your mind. On the other hand, you've got all these museums, you've got all these beautiful shows, and you just immerse inside of all this culture and all this creativity.
Yeah.
And it's not only design. Here you've got art, you've got all sorts of performing art, all sorts of visual arts, and all this it adds up to creativity.
Hmm.
So it's just, I love it. I love being here.
Yeah, and I mean, is there more to it? I mean, what inspires you? What are you inspired by to, doing the design that you do the what you have, very it has a very particular design. It's very slick. I think it's very timeless and beautiful. Can you tell
I
us a
think
little bit
what inspires me the most, to be honest, first that's the need to create, because
about?
I love to create and I love to make. That's the first thing. But then but then I take a lot of inspiration from Japanese prints, because you have these beautiful lines. You've got these elegant lines and these beautiful colors all put together, which gives me a really that was the starting point, actually, the Kanagawa wave, as we spoke earlier. So this is my sake set.
Yes.
I had to create a few years ago this sake set. So the Kanagawa waves, as you can see, was the starting point, was my inspiration, and it's actually my starting point of all the designs that later on I developed this collection of urban simplicity.
Yeah.
Then you've got then you have the Garafe that
Okay.
came afterwards.
They all have that little signature.
Yeah, they all have these lines linking them all together.
Amazing. Can you take us a little bit through the process on how do you create all these pieces?
Right. What I use, actually, it's called slip casting, and it's a very common ceramic production technique. And it's mostly used in the industry
Yes.
for repetitive manufacturing of shapes. And so what I use is, that's a mug,
Okay.
and that's the mug for, actually that's the mold for this mug.
Okay. So
So
just to tell everyone who's watching, we have obviously I came to visit you, so I know the answer a little bit about how you do this. If you go into the link in our Instagram now, I'll put you a direct link to the page on veganskills.com, and you'll be able to see the video that we did for Eva, and you have a better idea on how this is all made. I did not expect you to have mold when ceramic to me is very similar, synonym to wheel. So it's true. It's not a normal way of what you how this. That's quite amazing. Right.
it is true. It is true. Most of the ceramists, they don't really use this sort of way of producing stuff. But to be honest, it's getting more and more popular among the makers, because what's the beauty of this process is that you get the same shape over and over again, which is not a bad thing in many cases, for many reasons. But then what I do, I've got the same shape, and I play around with all these colors, which creates a nice palette.
Mm-hmm.
And then because people like different things. So even once I had this lovely couple, and one of them, he said, "I don't think this is my color." And I
Yeah,
was like, "Well, you've got other colors to choose from," and I think that's a good option for people.
that's right. Yeah. What I mean, does nature play a role in your creativity? I mean, I know you mentioned about the fusion of East West. Is that right? With
Yes, yes.
your inspiration, does nature talk about them? Has nature anything to do with
Um, I
because it's
think
quite
I think yes, nature plays a lot, because well, I love the sun. I really love the sun, and that really first affects my mood. And as we know, as creatives, mood is really important. But however, so you've got the nature that inspires you, that makes you want to create. You see all these beautiful colors and all these beautiful shapes in nature, uh, and I find it quite influential when it comes to creating.
yeah.
And it just comes along, really, when it comes to creating. I can't do it without nature.
Sure.
Even living in a city like London, and it's all around you, so it does affect me. It helps a lot.
Good. I mean, I want to talk a little bit about your business side of it, and because we come back from the pandemic, we're still a little bit in it, obviously. And have you seen a shift in how people shop? since the pandemic? Have you,
To be honest, I definitely have seen a shift because there is, well, the pandemic affected us, all of us, all sorts of businesses, small and big, and everyone. Uh, I can see how people want to support local and small businesses more and more now.
yeah,
And not only creative people. I'm saying I'm not talking only about the creative people, but all these beautiful small cafes that you have it locally. People really want to support, and very often I mean, since all this happens, I have more and more people who wants to buy just something small, but there is their way to contribute
yes, yes,
to everything that really happened to us because we were struggling in the last year. I mean, we were all struggling. Don't get me wrong, we were all struggling. But with canceling all the shows, the live shows, that we actually meet people because with a small business like mine, with creative business like mine, people usually it's not like they don't buy from you, but they want to see you, they want to know you
yes.
before they approach you, and you're only able to do this when you go to live events.
That's why I mean you get the meaning, the person behind, like doing market or things like.
Yes, do that.
Has 2020 impacted you in your creativity? Has it in your project? Has it as these funny times have been mean something to you? You know.
Do you know what? I should be saying this, but actually it was good for me because it gave me time for myself. It gave me time to work more on my project, to work more on my brand, to work more on my designs. And although the world has been on fire,
Yeah.
I just hid it in my studio really, and I worked all this out because it's my sanctuary. My studio is my sanctuary really, and that was it was. I wouldn't say it was nice because it's just not it's not nice way to put it, but actually worked out well for me.
You got some positive out of it, basically. You really got yourself into where getting to yourself at work and creating.
Yeah, to be honest, I really try to, in general in life, I try to see the positive outcome of any situation that I'm in because you have to stay positive. You have to look up, and you have to look in the future, and you have to always try to find the best way of whatever comes along,
Yes, of course.
and just be happy and.
That's right. Try best, yes. Just one quick last question. What is the best advice that you?
What was the best advice to give to?
What inspired
Well,
you every day?
sorry. What did you say again?
Sort of best advice that you live by every day. So, well,
The best advice that I give every day. Well, actually, we were just said is just be positive, see the beauty in life, see the beauty in creation, and just be kind to people. I mean, I think for the last year, that was the yes, we all came to this. We all came to the realization that actually being kind is really important to all of us.
that's true. Yeah, very true. Very beautiful to end that conversation, Eva. Thank you so much. So just
Thank you very much.
we have your link in the description on the Instagram, our Instagram. Go to Eva, see her products; they're beautiful, and soon I will be in touch. Eva. Yeah?
We'll be in touch soon. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you very much again for inviting me.
Take care. Have a good day. Bye bye. See you soon.
Bye bye. Thank you.